questions. And after we are done with that, we still have a little bit more time. If we have more questions for the 4 presenters, so we can do that after that. Okay. All right. So our next presenter is Ting Mak. Professor Ting Mak is a retired engineer, and he started to practice Taiji in 1960s. And he also, published, the books about, the Taiji. And today, his title for the presentation is "Slant into Thinking, where course follow along, double weight where course sluggishness." Welcome.
Thank you, my Taiji friends. My name is there. I just touch on one special topics in Taiji Chuan, and this phrase is come from an essay called Taiji Essays, and it's written about 1787, and the authors. And the author of this one is either it's not here, either Wang Zhouyu or Chen Shili. Yes, different from what Pastor Lee said. And since then, and the content of this essay is pretty much understood, but except 2 phrases, which is the topic of my talks. These phrases. Since then, there are many experts in Taiji who try to explain what they mean. So for 100 years, people try to understand what these two phrases means, and even until now, there are people who try to explain it. Hold on a second. Let's see. I have in my hand two papers. They are talks on these topics. Recent papers. They are by experts in China, and there are 5 experts who talk about these topics, and they are called Feng Jichang, Yan Zhenduo, and Wu Wenhan, Jiao Youbing. And this was published in 1909, and they have different ways of explaining what they mean, but they never agree on one special meaning. So this is what, and also there's another topic dealing the same topics. It's written as a technical paper in a technical journal. So it means after so 100 years, people still try to understand what they mean. And today I'm going to tell you how I understand it. I hope for your reference. And let's see. I'm talking the first phrase, which means that I translated into a slant and thinking. What 偏沈 means? There are the way that people interpret it is two different ways. And of course, this one says if you are not balanced, you cannot follow the movement of your opponents, and so your movement is under the control of your opponents. So that's why it is the bad. Your movement is controlled by your opponents, then you are going to lose the fight. That's one way of interpreting it. The other one is that means you are 沉着应付对方. It means you concentrated in dealing with the movement of your opponents. And that means you follow your opponent's movement and take control of their movements. That is the other way. The opposite. These two are opposite way of explaining what this first phrase means. Now, the way the Chinese, the two phrases is written is, they are the same style. See? You read it in Chinese, they are written in the same style. That means their meaning should correspond to each other. That means if one is said this is the wrong way of doing Tai Chi, the other also should be a wrong way of doing Tai Chi. So I do not agree that to say that this first phrase, sinking into, should be interpreted as a positive way of practicing Tai Chi. That is, you not concentrate in following the movement of your opponents and control his movements, but instead it's the opposite way. That's what my opinion is. Now I interpret this as my way of interpreting what the first phrase is. Now, 低沉, that means the first phrase is Slant. That means I interpret it as the lower attention, your agility, your mind. Your mind is synced to such a low level that you are not controlling, not following the movement of your opponents, and your movement is controlled by your opponent, and of course, you can lose out in the fight, and you have no way of how to counter attack your opponent's movements. That's why I say Slant singing. You follow along with, you just lost your ability to initiate any counter attack to your opponents. That's what I mean. That Slant singing, you follow along. Now I'm explaining what we mean by double weight. Double weight people interpret as see, you support your weight, your two legs, then you're double weight. But that is not the correct way of interpreting, because whenever you change from one posture to the other posture, your both legs going to support your weight. So that is not the correct way of interpreting. The other is yin and yang. Well, yin and yang is abstract, very abstract. It's hard to pinpoint what is right, what correct meaning is. And then there's sluggish movements. Now that's a different way. And there's leg movement is prevented. You cannot move freely. That means your leg cannot move and you freeze yourself. So, and the other way is your waist cannot control the movement. They are the different ways of interpretation of what this double weight means by experts in Tai Chi Chuan.
Yeah, let me have a question.
Yes.
Your interpretation is your invention, or do you have any reference?
My own idea.
Huh?
This is my own idea.
By your idea?
Yeah, my own idea. It's not
okay.
Other people's idea.
So, who used your idea? Let's say.
Who used?
How the society
That's the first time I talk about it. This is the first time I talk about my idea. So I don't know anybody know about my idea.
Yeah, but the idea have to be commonly used.
Right. But I just want to explain what the difference between my idea and the other people's idea.
Okay.
So that
If it's your idea, so the title should be mine and
I
Slant.
couldn't hear you.
Yeah, that's right.
As if you said it's your idea, so you want me to say Chinese or ask me?
I still can hear.
So you explained it's your own idea.
Yes.
So if it's your idea, so the title should be my understanding of God.
That's right.
Oh, but it's okay, just go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. It's my idea. So these are the different ideas by other experts. See, these are different ideas by other experts. I hope Dr. Master Lee know about those ideas. My idea now. It's my idea, my interpretation of what that means. 斜 means sluggishness. You know, 斜 is sluggish. Now, it can occur because of many reasons. Your mental or physical deficiency because you are just too slow to respond to anything. So, wounded or tired or something. That's why you are sluggish. And the other one is you have some other thinking in your mind. You think something else, then you're not paying attention. And you're not paying attention, then of course your movement is just slow. The next thing is 相重. 相重, double weight. What's it mean by double weight? Weight means heaviness. When you lift out some heavy things, you have to contract your muscles. That's why you feel heaviness. So double heaviness means you overly contract your muscles. You just contract muscles in a different, not the right way. And when you freeze up or something like that, then you freeze up, then you just freeze up, then you can move freely. That's what I interpret as 相重, double weight. And let's see. So when you freeze up, a good example of double weight is when you drive a car. Your car is your opponent. And when you drive a car, you turn your wheels, you step on your gas, and so forth. That's single weight. To me, that's single weight. When double weight, when there's an accident, then a car in front of you stops suddenly, or you hit a bump and you freeze up. You hold on to your wheel. And if you hold on your wheel, you cannot control your car. You just don't steer your car correctly. You cannot. If you freeze up, you cannot avoid hitting the front of the car in front of you. You can steer on the side or steer on the left, so avoid colliding the car in front. That's what I mean by double weight. You freeze up. And also, first thing I said. Let's see. Slant in drinking, another example of slant into singing means is again use the car as an example. If you drive a car, you pay attention in controlling the car. You wanted to steer to the right, steer to the right. Then there's no problem. It costs you no problem. But you are not thinking of something else. You are not concentrating in steering your car. Your car is going to lead you. Your car is control your movements, and then you get into accidents. That's what. My interpretation of this one is this one as I written here. That means if your mind is not paying attention, or your mind is synced to such a level that your alertness, your alertness and your attention to such a level that your movement is not following your opponent's movement and take control of it. Instead, your movement is controlled by your opponent, and your movement is controlled by your movement, then you are in bad shape. That's what I interpret the first sentence. Second sentence means when you use you try to exert your force or exert the Ting. You use part of the muscles that do the right thing, but you try to use other muscles, contract other muscles too. That it will interfere with the muscle that exert your jerk. So you hit this way, you move smoothly, but you contract other muscles, then the movement is going to be slow. That's what I mean. And that's the end of my talk. Thank you.
Do we have time for questions?
Yes, we still have time.
Okay, so any questions for Mr. Mai?
Any question?
I have a question.
Yeah.
你刚一直在讲那个编程嘛，我还是看不懂，能做一下什么叫编程？
Question on 偏沈。
You are not thinking right. You are not thinking how concentrating in your movement of your opponent. So you are not following his movement. Your mind is not paying attention to what he's doing. Your mind is not paying attention, so that when he moves, you just react passively, not actively in control of what he's doing.
就是 talk about 的推手。
Yeah, 对手 because that is what